Two-Face Idibia had a song, Amaka Disappointment, Nyereke Confusion. And that song just brought to bear something that has happened so many times when a man is preparing to have with a woman and she does not show up. I don't know whether you don't plan. You and Bessie, I don't agree. We're gonna chat. What's up? How you doing? Blah blah blah. You coming over? Or hi sugar, what's up? Or maybe in a phone call, or I don't do all of that thing, and then she say, "Oh yeah, send money come." Like, cause send money go, the woman no come. Hey, maybe you don't take one thing, two things, three things, things and things, so that you don't bam yourself. All of a sudden, the person no show. That's our focus of conversation today on the Radio Lishman Show. Hello guys, how you doing? My name is Lishman and I am an on-air radio presenter. And like they were saying in Pidgin English, I talk for radio for a living. So you can rent my voice. You can also rent me for different occasions. But hey, for the next couple of weeks, we'll be having conversations. For the first time in my fucking life, I'll be bringing myself to the screen. It sounds so strange to me that I'll be out here instead of behind the cameras, and I'm all going to be unscripted as we discuss relationships. And with my friend Young Boss, we discuss Jackpot series. But hey, whatever it is, follow this page, like this page, share the videos, and let's know your thoughts with regards to relationships. What are your thoughts with the use of condoms in sex? Do you believe in one-night stands? Do you think that for the first time you can meet a girl or a guy and you guys can just go knock straight and no strings attached and you would not feel bad? Do you have a bestie? Have you ever tried something with your bestie? Do you think it's strange? What exactly would you want to do for your relationship to make it look sweeter? Do you believe in gifts? Do you think that people buy relationships or love, whatever it is, by giving gifts or money? Do you think it is proper for a girl to cheat if a guy doesn't provide for her? You think it's okay for a guy to conquer territories or cheat or whatever it is? Well, you get to find out your thoughts on any subject with regards to relationships. Whatever it is, forget my face. I'm still struggling to accept my face on screen. But my name is Lishman. Trust is a major ingredient for every kind of relationship, whether business or personal. When there is an abuse of this, then there is a conflict. What does trust mean to you?
Trust means integrity.
Okay.
It means fidelity. It means a person can, is accountable. That is trust.
It's more like saying agreement is agreement. It's time for this. This is what you have to do. This is what I have to do for the business to move forward.
Yes. Trust is, when we put it that way in common parlance, agreement is agreement. Then we are trying to say, let's stick to what we've agreed on.
Okay. Yes. Now, different kind of sale activities go on social media. In fact, in every of our days' life. And there was a time when people would say, I would bring the good and you will pay on delivery. And then there are other times when people say that, you'd have to send a portion. And when I deliver, then you pay the final consignment. Problems definitely must have a reason for that kind of conditions to be attached to a business venture. But like Two-Face would say, you cannot trust nobody, but you have to trust someone. In man and woman issue, relationship, lately we've had this conversation about how one partner should not defraud the other. But I've just taken a course really through your Facebook page, and I'm seeing reports of persons who collected money for piping and did not show up for the plumbing job.
Yes, it's a sad commentary. It's a sad one that we have people who have made it their duty to always brook shame men on social media and whatever platform that you have out there. And you found out that this same gender are the ones, scamming people for very, very, very infinitesimal amounts of money. And it goes beyond, when you see things like this, it goes beyond the issue of trust now. It goes to tell you the character. You know, if you limit it to just trust, you've not really captured the severity of their actions. It goes beyond trust. It tells you the character of these persons. And funny enough, it's not one, it's not two, it's not three. You know, we've had countless cases, countless reports of this incident. So,
Of girls who collect money to go and see a guy and then they do not go after the man has done a transfer.
yes,
Is that a criminal act?
it's obtaining by false pretense, but you know, it's not necessarily a criminal action in this sense, because the purpose for which the money was sent is a purpose that has been prescribed in law. So the law cannot encourage illegality.
Okay.
Yes, but you know, we normally say where there is a wrong, there has to be a remedy. Okay. And we have taken it upon ourselves to make sure that we remedy the situation. And so far, it's been quite interesting. And you know, some of these girls have come out to say that they are sorry and they have, you know, made a refund and they've transferred money back to the people they once scammed.
You said something about broke shaming.
Yes.
And I'm reminded that there are a couple of posts that you'd see sometimes. A man is put up there, or some other person, for a business gone bad. And so many unprintable things are said about this. Is this not cyberbullying at some point, that you're asking people to call a number, this is the person's number, these are the chats? Is that not cyberbullying?
No one has threatened anybody.
Okay.
No one has threatened. It's not bullying. Calling somebody to say, please, you have an agreement with this person, try and perfect your own end of the agreement. It's not bullying. Nobody has bullied anybody. We don't encourage bullying.
Well, people who have followed your line of thought say that you seem to be someone who speaks more for the men and not taking into consideration the woman's part. They say lots of persons are in their inboxes doing high angle, hello pretty, hello dear, how much do you take for a night? People do all of that, and so some of them want to push those guys away, and they say, send me this, and if the person cannot send it, then they know that they're free from one of such disturbances.
Is that
someone like they're saying, give me this, if it scares you away, then fine. And others will say the amounts that they ask, how much is the money, Seth? Are you that broke that a girl, you cannot leave this kind of money for a girl?
It's surprising that the one who scammed someone of the money is the one saying another person is broke. We've had instances where we've recovered money that, you know, girls scam people for 2 years now. And they keep saying they will send, oh, don't worry, I will send the money, and they don't send. So it's funny when it is the female. In short, as a matter of fact, you know, when I said it goes to the integrity of the person. Okay. You look at a situation where another female will come into the picture and she will be defending the action of this girl without minding, you know, the fact that she has scammed someone. It's scam. Send me chocolate, I'm going to come. You even give the person the amount the person should send to you. The person goes ahead to send the money and you don't show up.
But you could change your mind. You know, the person you want to service an engine, and then you look at the mechanic and you say, no, I don't like this mechanic again, even though money has gone into my account, but I don't like this mechanic to service my engine. Does she not have a right to choose what mechanic should service her engine?
That is why at that point the honorable thing to do is to refund the money.
Okay.
You are not interested in refund. You cannot be interested in the person and you are interested in his money.
So when you're saying there's a lot of people out there who might be saying, really, I can get my money back, and they'll be coming to you.
Come to my inbox.
And you can, what exactly do they need to provide as proof that this was the particular transaction that took place for the money to be released into that account?
All the person needs to do is, you know, prove to me that the recipient of this money is from Bayelsa or is resident within Bayelsa State. You have to show evidence of the fact that this conversation actually took place and this was the purpose for which the money was sent, and you actually sent this money. If you don't have evidence of payment of the money, if you have evidence of the fact that you've requested this money and the person acknowledged the fact that she received this money from you, just come. Recover that money.
And you recover it.
Yes.
That's quite interesting.
Yes.
Aluze Dikebina is a lawyer, and
we are not recovering it in our capacity as lawyers.
Okay.
No, we are not doing that in our capacity.
Now, some would say that as much as you want to speak for the men, haven't you put it into consideration that there are women who have been tricked by guys? They don't lelemu them come, say, I go buy you this, I go buy you that. And after piping, the man just runs away. Sometimes it's a fake alert to a girl. Sometimes he abandons the girl in the hotel and runs away. Why are you concerned about the men recovering their money? Are you not concerned about women who have also who have been scammed by guys who promised them and run away after piping?
The government is for the women. NGOs are for the women.
Okay.
We have a lot of even government. If we have Ministry of Women Affairs,
Okay.
they have so many. In short, even international organizations are for the women.
Okay.
There are men who are for the women, but nobody is for the man.
So
I've taken it upon myself to advocate for the men.
Wow.
Women have so much help. The society is programmed to help women.
Okay.
The society is structured to always come to the aid of women. But no
So
one comes to the aid of men.
what you seek then is for fairness.
Exactly.
Okay. A level playing ground for both gender.
We are just trying to level the
irrespective.
playing field.
Okay. What about the fact that you seem not to post the men who try to contract this agreement? Maybe because you don't want their wives to see or know about them, but you're posting the girls, as it were, making them look bad for a transaction that went wrong. Although, well, sometimes it went wrong on the part of the girl, but it takes two to tango.
They have not tangled now. It is when she comes here, they will tangle. They have not. Have they tangled? They have not tangled. Someone has. Someone has made it possible for the two people to tangle. So if you don't want to tangle, refund.
There seems to be an upsurge in the hookup activity, and I don't know because most of this is also ingrained in that act of hookup.
You know.
Are you worried?
Of course.
But then they say for a business to thrive, then someone has to patronize it. It's the men that patronize the hookup, not like the girls patronizing hookup, like patronizing themselves. It's men who patronize.
If women don't make themselves available, men will patronize them.
Okay.
If women don't put themselves out there, men won't patronize.
But there are lots of products that are advertised on a daily, and you don't always have to go into purchasing all the products that come through your timeline.
Before a man approaches a woman, the woman must have carried herself in such a way to make the man feel that she is available.
Okay.
There are women that don't get approached by men just because of the way they conduct themselves. They don't put themselves out there. There are women that when you see them, you have this respect. You don't even want to go and tell them certain things.
But at the same time, there are men who they see that a lady is married, a woman is married, they look through her, they see children and all that, they see with toasting the woman.
It is the woman that entertains them. If you're a married woman and a man approaches you, you block him.
Okay.
You enjoy his attention. That's why you entertain him.
Okay.
You give him that attention. You enjoy his attention. He gives you the attention and you enjoy it.
So you just block.
You block him.
Okay, interesting. So if you're a woman out there and people are complaining about the fact that you have taken money for plumbing activities and you did not carry it out, you've not done the piping, Alusu says he knows how to get the money back. And if you're a woman and they have played you while they have lelemued you and then did the kwakrekwa,
the government is there for you.
The government is there for you. That's what he says. But I think there should be a woman to speak up for their gender in regards to guys have used Fanta, Coke, Indomie, bread, Coke, whatever it is in the past. And at the present times, people have used some of that things that have not really been so dignifying to make a woman lose her seal on the product.
What does the women use to make a man also commit himself to her? At least the men like you said, the men use Fanta, Coke. These are things. These are items. What have the women?
And that's not too good because women need to know their worth. And if they're taken for a ride for things as little as what they can afford, shawarma and all that. Although others will say it depends on the class of girl that you're speaking with, the kind of people that you have mingled with. But we've seen them fall for such things. And who speaks for them when a man moves them plays them wayo. After piping, he runs away. Who speaks for them? Is that good enough, whether you're speaking for men or not? Do you think it's good enough on the part of those men who scam women for the sake of piping them and running away?
Do men actually scam women? Maybe she just tasted weird.
No, they send fake alerts. Some leave them in the hotels and run away.
They send fake alerts.
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah.
What was the product that she sold that he was selling a fake alert? What did she sell?
I thought we were discussing hookup.
Yes.
She sold the products that made you hook up to her for a fee.
Something she enjoyed for a fee.
Well, she enjoyed it, but someone struck up
and they agreed.
Yes.
And she should go after him now. There are ways to recover them. She should go and recover.
Well, it's possible to recover the money like that.
Go and recover the money.
But you'd have to have chats and all that to prove.
No, like I told you, we are not recovering this money in our capacity as lawyers.
Okay.
We have our own modus operandi.
Okay.
And we try as much as possible not to offend the law in the process of recovering this money. And surprisingly, a lot of men have suffered and they are not happy about it.
Like they've been paying.
Yeah, they keep getting scammed.
Keep refusing to come to carry out the act that they've agreed on.
Exactly. And it has a way of contributing negatively in the lives of these men as well, because they begin to develop trust issues.
Okay.
And you begin to wonder where these issues are emanating from. And it stems from things like this. It begins from a simple transaction. Sometimes it could even be just come, let me see you. You know, men have these crazy desires and all that. Sometimes, except the man comes out open to say, this is what I want. And that's why I always tell men, be bold to say what you want. If you get rejected, you move on.
And move dangerously.
Thank you. To the next person.
Interesting. I don't know what your thoughts are on this subject, but have you been deceived by someone and you want a remedy? Aluzu says he's here to help you get your money back. Right. Well, that means that for some persons who some would call simp, they might still continue. They say, "I'm making my money, then chop, maybe your money." Why is he worried? Is it your money? Some others would say those are simps. They just are allowing, no matter how little the money is, to go away. Others who demand are considered as stingy and broke. That's why they want that small money. After all, you can do without the money. So, who's a simp in this situation, and what would you tell such persons as one of your nuggets?
You know, I defined a simp the other day. You know, it is not advisable for a man to send transport money to a woman who you want to meet for piping purpose.
Okay.
I do not advise that. For crying out loud, especially the women, it's even wrong when you are even in a relationship with this woman. And for men who sends transport money, they should learn. They should stop doing that. And for the women, you should start dating men within your neighborhood, so that if you don't have transport money, you can trek to his place. You don't always ask. In short, it's wrong. I don't know how to really capture the severity of it, but it's not good whenever your man wants to see you, you don't have transport.
But when you sound like this, you make people who are not in agreement with your thoughts say, you seem to be speaking from a small place. You've not really explored the whole world, as it were, where people buy houses, give women gifts, even before seeing them. Ever see the person, they just say, Aluzu, you know this girl, I beg, if you arrange that for me, I take this one. And the people just give because they need to give to show that they love. Is it just this transport that you're agitating over, when people have given houses, cars, holiday vacation, money and all that to women, and they just throw it away like that?
We all have
how much is money.
We all have one person, or we all know one person or the other that spent heavily on a woman, maybe his wife, and we all know how it always turns out. Could be in everybody's family. We all know it's not advisable. Just because someone is doing it, you know, there's nothing wrong in giving women money.
Okay.
There's nothing wrong. But it is only wrong when you are giving a woman money with the intention to pipe her. When you are trying to buy her love, that is when giving becomes wrong. If you're naturally a giver, you can. There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong if you appreciate a woman that you have piped before.
Okay.
There's nothing wrong if you appreciate her for piping, but it becomes a problem when you are giving her the money with the in anticipation of piping her.
Okay.
That's where it becomes a problem, because there's nothing there.
The piping should be for free.
The piping
Both
should.
parties enjoy it.
When a woman loves you, she doesn't even need your money.
Interesting.
She doesn't even sell herself.
Okay.
She doesn't even need all that. When a woman is genuinely interested in you, you will know. You don't need to buy a house for her. You don't even need to give her transport money. She will come, she will use her transport and come.
But there's also another scenario that people have complained about. That's the women. Say guys don't give them opportunities unless they pipe them before they give them like a job, a contract. They're looking for money, and then a male friend says, "You'd have to come for piping before I can give you."
It is their responsibility to reject it now. It is
Okay.
their duty to reject it. Do the guys owe them anything?
But wouldn't that also be that the guys have not been fair to other guys? Because, you know, guys would withhold opportunities to make wealth and give it to a woman because they can pipe her, instead of giving it to or showing such opportunities to another man. So it's more like, don't say that a woman slept her way to the top. Say a man refused to show an opportunity to another person without having to sleep with the person.
You know, I have always advocated for men to encourage their fellow men.
Okay.
I've always advocated for men to build their fellow men. I've always encouraged men to establish their fellow men. You know, building a man is building a society.
I thought you were building a woman that ensures that life continues.
You build your fellow man goes back and builds his fellow man. In short, he builds someone from his family, and the cycle continues, you know. But you build a woman and you just build one person. You build a man, you build a community.
You build a woman, you build a community, you build a nation.
You build a woman. You build a woman, you build one person. You build a man, you build a community.
This talk you're saying was the other way around when I was growing up.
That is mainstream brainwashing. They keep brainwashing us. They brainwash us to pedestalize women so much, and it's
if you put the one you love on a pedestal, it shows you value.
No, there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong in putting someone you love on a pedestal.
Okay.
As long as the person is submissive, the person respects you. You know, I keep asking myself, when they say love your wife, do this, do that, I keep asking myself, what does she have to do for me to love her?
Love is unconditional. What did we do for God to love us and send his son to die for us? Nothing. He just loved us. Love is unconditional. Love does not seek a reward for what he's doing. That's what love is.
And God said, if you don't give your life to him, you are going to hell. If his love is unconditional, you should open heaven's gate for everybody to enter now.
So you're saying that love can never be unconditional?
And for women, it cannot be unconditional.
That means you're from that school of thought that says it's only women and dogs that are loved unconditionally, for a man he has to be what he provides before he can be loved.
Aside from what he provides, also what he is expected to provide.
It's a hard word for a man then.
My brother. I pity men.
His name is Aluzu, I am Lishman. What are your thoughts? Please like the video and share, and let's spread the message around. Don't collect money from someone if you do not intend to carry out the agreement that both of you had before such transactions were carried on. My name is Lishman.